Hi, I'm Dan Weedin. Welcome to my weekly Weedin Unleashed. This is February 9th, 2015. I'm thankful that you are watching, whether it's live or you're watching this on my YouTube channel or on my blog later. Thank you for being here. As you can see, Captain Jack is joining me again. He made his initial visit last week, and he's taken over this chair, and he seems to like it a lot. So I guess he's going to be joining us more often. So welcome to Captain Jack, and welcome to you. Weedin Unleashed is a weekly broadcast that I put out for free as a resource to you to help you to improve your business, to boost your business, to enrich your life, and to help you live unleashed. The topics and the concepts and the best practices come from my newsletter, Extra Points, which comes out every Monday morning. If you are not receiving extra points, please contact me at dan@danweedin.com. That's DANWEEDIN, dan@danweedin.com. Or you can go to my website, danweedin.com, as well, and sign up for it. I hope you'll do that. And so anyway, we're live here today, and we're going to talk about my concept here in a second that went out to the world this morning. Before I do, just a couple quick logistics. Most of you have heard this before. If you haven't, that's okay. We'll go over it really quickly. I do this Weedin Unleashed every week, as it sounds. Obviously, this sounds like every Monday Pacific Standard Time at noon. And we'll go up to about a half an hour, but sometimes it'll be just 10 or 15 minutes. Depends on how many people are here. You know what? I forgot to start the questions and answers. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Hopefully it comes up. My apologies for that. I've been having some problems with that. I don't know why. And so my apologies. If you're watching this live, I don't know what to say other than trying to figure that out. But if you want to try to send in a question or a response, please feel free to do it. I see I have some viewers out there, and again, my apologies if this Q&A is not working. I don't know exactly what to do about that yet. My apologies. I guess you can text me, and if you know my text, or you can email me and let me know what your questions are, and I'd be happy to help with that. So enough with that. Let's get on with today's topic. Do you believe in magic? I know that's a popular song from the 70s, but do you believe in magic? Well, last Friday, I had the great opportunity to take my two adult daughters to a father-daughter banquet in Seattle. I'm a member, excuse me one second. I'm a member of the, just allergies, sorry. I'm a member of the Washington Athletic Club in Seattle, and every year there's a father-daughter banquet that's done. Well, this has been the first time I've been able to take my biological daughters. In a couple of years past, I've been able to take some Rotary Exchange students that have lived with us, so they're my exchange daughters, and I was able to take them. But this was the first time I had a chance to take Mindy and Kelly, and it was a real thrill. While we were having a pre-dinner drink in the area that they were hosting that, we were at a table, standing there together, talking, and a guy walks in. You could tell that he was going to be part of the event, part of the evening, and turns out he was a magician. His name's Robert, and Robert popped on by and said, "Hey, would you like to see some card tricks?" Well, sure. Well, it turns out this guy was just awesome. He started doing these card tricks, magic. I call it magic. It's card tricks. It's whatever. He had us transfixed. In fact, his personality and what he was doing was so good that pretty soon our table drew a crowd. Both daughters and dads were really intrigued by him, and we spent, I don't know, probably 20 minutes going through a variety of different card tricks and things that I just still to this day can't understand, and I'm not sure I even want to. The bottom line is this guy used magic. He was an entertainer, and he used magic as his message. And he was able to become a stirring object of interest that garnered a lot of people's attention and created what his ultimate goal was. And that was to entertain, to have people laugh, to have people amazed. That's his business. He's in the entertaining business, and he wants people to have fun. Bottom line. Well, I took one of his cards, or actually he gave me the ace of spades with his phone number on it, an email, because I may look for his services at one of my business events because it'd be fun. His message, his value is fun, enjoyment, and amazement. And because of his ability to interact really well with an audience, to become that object of interest, that was a successful evening for Robert. So my question today to everybody was, what about you? Is there magic in your business? Is there magic in your career? And if not, how do you get it? So here's the deal. In order to be very successful, you got to do what Robert did. He became an object of interest, and he drew people to him. What are you doing to draw potential clients to you? What are you doing to draw current clients to you, for that matter? And what are you doing to make people who might refer business to you, what are you doing to get them to come to your table? You have to become an object of interest. I've spoken, I've written about this before, as has I've learned from my business, my professional coach and mentor, Alan Weiss. You've got to become an object of interest. Well, how do you do that? Number one is you have to be able to sustain somebody's imagination and make sure that they're focused on you. That means you need to turn yourself into a really good communicator. Here I am right now. I'm 7 minutes into this. Hopefully, at some level, you've stuck with me. And if you're still here, I see we have some people out there. If you're still here, or if you're watching this still at a later date and you haven't turned me off, somehow or other, I've garnered some interest. I told a story, talked a little bit about what the value and what the message is out of it. That's what you have to do in your business. What is your service? What is your product? And what's magical about that you can communicate to others? You can do this in several different ways. You can do what I'm doing right now. You can put a video out. It doesn't have to be live. You can create your own little movie, your own video about what it is that you do, what it is, how it is that you improve the condition of others. Heck, you can do that with testimonials as well. That's a great thing to do. Become an object of interest through video. Become an object of interest in things that you write about. Especially if you're a professional services provider, you've got some incredible value stuck up here between your ears. How do you get that out to the world? You can do it by writing. You can do it by speaking to groups. You have to be engaging. You have to have something that keeps people actively seeking you out and wanting to hear more. The very best way to do that is to tell stories. That's why I tell a lot of stories in my speeches. That's why I tell a lot of stories or recite stories when I'm writing. This was a story today. It was a story about last Friday and being with my daughters and watching a magician. You can do the same thing. Whatever your product, whatever your service is, there's something of tremendous value for somebody else. But if they don't know about it, how can they ever use it? I'm a foodie by heart, and I watch a lot of Food Network or Food Channel type of shows. And one of the things that you'll learn by watching these culinary experts is that you're not necessarily intrigued by what they do. You're intrigued by the message that they're giving you. How do they make sure that you're going to stay on their channel? How are they going to make sure that? Well, they may have all the skill in the world, but if they can't engage you, what does that mean? It means nothing. There's no magic there. Food is very visual, okay? And so they can use food, but they actually use their communication skills to keep you engaged. So that's another example of, I've got Robert, my magician. I've got the people who are entertainers on television. They're keeping their audience in some way. How about you? What can you do to keep your audience? So if you, my audience, is still around here listening to me and watching Captain Jack Doolittle sleeping, test out my questions and answers. Again, my apologies if it's not working. I know you'll let me know if it's not, and I'm at a loss right now. I'm trying to figure this out. But if you're there and you can do it, I'm not even sure I can see. Yeah, I can't even do it. So I don't know what happened. I'm trying to check here and see if there's anything else I can do on comments. I don't see it. I'll figure it out at another point. So my apologies to those of you out there. But think about this in your own business. What is it that you can do to turn it into magic? I again submit, you don't have to be the sharpest and most sophisticated communicator in the world, but you have to be of interest. You have to be at least good at being able to communicate your message in a way that engages others, that makes them come to your table, just like everybody did for Robert as well. When you can start doing that, when you can kind of create your own magic around what it is that you do, great things happen. The important thing is people become attracted to you. They start wanting to learn more about you and learn more about your services, learn more about your products, learn more about how you can help them. When they do that, then they start buying from you, and you gain clients and you earn money and all of that great stuff. But in the end, what you're doing is you're helping others. So in order to do that, you've got to be able to have some magic about you. Well, I don't think my comments and questions are working, and again, my apologies for that. And that's my topic for today. Do you believe in magic? And hopefully you'll have learned something from my story and how I've correlated that into your business and into your career. Final thought on this. If you are in a position of leadership, if you're in a position where you are responsible for the activities of others, maybe you are an executive of some kind, maybe you're a sales manager, you're the CEO, the CFO, you're a supervisor, somebody works, you have employees, people who directly report to you. The same concept applies to that work. In order for employees to follow you, in order for you to be a leader, in order for you to impart your knowledge and everything that you've attained that you want to give to them, you're going to have to become an object of interest as well. You're going to have to be somebody that some people say, I want to follow that person. I want to follow him or her. I want to listen to what they say because what they are telling me will be beneficial to me, will help me in my career. If you don't do that, then they'll never follow. The old command and control is dead. This is about collaboration, and it's also about being able to engage those employees, those direct reports, so that you can help them be most effective for your business, for your organization. So this applies to bringing in new people, into your new clients, gaining new prospects, but it also applies in an internal way as well. So think about that. And that wasn't in my writing today, and it's something I just recently thought of as I was preparing for this. And I wanted to bring it up here. You may see other blogs. You can go to my blog at Weedin360.com and subscribe for free, by the way. It'll be something more you're going to be hearing me talk about as far as becoming unleashed. In order to be a great leader, in order to be able to build that community of people who are following you within your own organization, you've got to be able to do that same type of magic. Okay, well, we've been going about 15 minutes. It looks like my Q&A is still not working. I may have to make that direct call to Google, or I'll figure maybe I'll just do some searching on Google and figure out why it's not working. Regardless, I'm hopeful to have that up next week again when we talk. Next week, actually, what I'll do, I'll say this. Next week is a holiday, so we won't be on. 2 weeks from today. Nothing next week because it's a holiday. We will be celebrating President's Day, and I'm going to be taking the day off myself. So we will be back 2 weeks from today. You'll still get a brand new extra points. It'll probably be something related to presidents. Who knows? But Captain Jack and I will be back here in 2 weeks. So again, thank you for the opportunity to spend some time with you. I hope you found this 15 minutes of great value. I will look forward to doing this more often. I'll come back, do some more of this, and I look forward to seeing you. Again, for myself, Dan Weedin, for Captain Jack, we will see you next time. Ciao.